So, one last time, QPRs. So, as I was talking about Not Your Backup by C.B. Lee, chapter 8 is a really great chapter of two A spectrum characters just talking about what it's like to be Ace, what it's like to be Arrow, or the variety of experiences and labels under those under the spectrums, uh, the relationship types, and about touch aversion. It's just a really great chapter that you get when you have two people, Ace and Arrow people just talking to each other, of people who know this stuff. And so it has a lovely this kind of a community thing, because there's also other Ace people that are mentioned, or other Arrow people mentioned, that because Emma knew a couple of people who were Ace in her school, and Sean has friends who are also Ace or Arrow. So it's just this very lovely chapter of people talking about it, this stuff, and in the chapter, Emma decides that she's comfortable identifying as asexual. She's not quite yet sure whether she wants to identify as aromantic, but I think she eventually does come to the conclusion, even though it's off page. And towards the end of the book, she talks with Bells and says that, you know what, I love you, but I don't want to be in a romantic relationship. It isn't for me. I would like to be in a pure platonic one. And Bells is like, yay, this works. I love you, and romance isn't the only kind of love. And so it's a very lovely, and I like that this was established romantic relationship that turns into a QPR, because there it's not the just getting into a relationship and then making it into a QPR or whatever. You know what Emma and Bells are like as when they are together, so you have the idea what they are like as in a QPR. And the fourth book, Not Your Hero, is supposed to be coming out this year. So maybe that book also gives a little bit we can see from some other characters' perspective what their QPR looks like, and that should be one. That could be fun. And finally, If It Makes You Happy by Claire Can. If the name sounds familiar, she also wrote the lovely Let's Talk About Love. So this is about Winnie, who's queer and polyamorous, who's in a QPR with Kara Alver, who's a white Arrow Ace. And one of the plot lines of the book is she's possibly developing a romantic relationship with Dallas, this hot guy at this small town that she lives. She stays there at the summer with her grandmother, who owns a diner. And she works at the diner, and it's her last summer before she goes off to college, and she's gonna go to college with Kara, and they're gonna be roommates, and they have this lovely un-girlfriends QPR relationship, and that is exactly how they define it. And like they define it like this: un-girlfriend, a curious step after friendship, a knowing jump beyond best friends, a leap of faith into an abyss of commitment that didn't have a name we liked yet, and I quote, I'll be damned if I let anyone refer to me as a zucchini. So Kara had gotten it a new name and then gave it to me. I love the shout out to zucchini, just like I love it when Elazur did it. It's a lovely shout out to Ace history. And zucchini it's kind of a cute word. So, and basically, there's some relation. So basically, Winnie and Kara, they are committed. Winnie is committed to Kara, and the idea that if she's ever gonna be, because she's polyamorous, she might want a romantic relationship with someone, but it won't supersede her relationship with Kara, Kara is a bit more insecure about that because she's RA, she's used to people choosing romantic relationships over friendship with her, and so basically she kind of messes up. Kara messes up about this certain thing, so basically they have to navigate the whole complicated aspect of polyamory and QPR and how these things work together. Like if Winnie gets together with Dallas, is Kara and Dallas gonna get along, and what their dynamic will be like. It's just this really nice, complicated look at the relationship. This is kind of like feels like this between young adult and new adult. So I liked it because like they are off to college, so it's not teenager and well it's still teenagers but not quite teens, whatever. So I really very much enjoyed this book, although I kind of like Dallas was kind of confusingly written, but like it was like confusing sometimes of whether he's actually interested in Winnie romantically or not. And then I kind of wish there had been a bit more Kara, but I did like the but this is actual established QPR relationship and how that QPR and that commitment, how that works between within polyamory and like generally within relationships. So I really appreciated that. And actually, to end this, I should have done this before, way before, but like in Not Your Backup, here's how Sean defines defines queer platonic relationship. A queer platonic relationship can look different for many people, but the important part is that it encompasses that weakness that you were talking about. A queer platonic relationship can have very close emotional connections and commitment between people, and can be a helpful way of saying that you are life partners, but not necessarily romantic. So yeah, I like that definition. So yes, I think overall all these books that I've been trying to talk about, this series of videos, I enjoyed them. I enjoyed the relationship aspect to varying degrees, and as for so I would say Manifold Worlds. If you like if you like polyamory and different kind of worlds and very emphasis on women, I can maybe recommend that. Peggy, it's great for how Ace and I respect everything is, and I like the plot, and I hope I'm interested in that world, and I will definitely look into getting the other books in the Sidekick Squad series. And I love Claire Grant. I think she's having another book out this year, and so yeah. Okay, so I enjoyed all of these books to various extents, and so there is QPR representation, not enough, but it still exists, and hopefully we'll be getting more as time goes by. So, bye!